Well, greetings and salutations. I hope everyone's having a great day. This is Rick, and this is the latest instalment in my allotment video series. I haven't made an allotment video for a couple of weeks, even though we've got this beautiful weather happening now, simply because it has just been far too wet. And the rain has just been absolutely relentless, and of course what that means is the allotment site gets flooded, and when the allotment site's flooded I can't do anything with it, and that's one of the reasons why I'm not actually growing anything this year, because I'm completely converting the entire site over to raised beds and trying to make it in such a way that the wet weather isn't going to affect my growing season. Today I'm heading towards the allotment, but I have to make a little bit of a detour because I've got to go to the railway station and pick up a mystery guest. I won't tell you who it is, but well, you've got between now and the time I get to the railway station to have a guess. It is a fellow YouTuber and someone you may quite possibly know. It's an absolutely beautiful day today. Have a little look out the window there. And oops, just as we get to the red light, and I'm in the wrong lane. Never mind, that's force of habit. But yeah, apparently the weather has decided it's going to improve, and we're in for at least a week or so, as far as I can understand, of some really nice weather, which hopefully means I can get more done at the allotment. And I'm in the wrong lane again. It's been a while since I've been to the station. Right, welcome to the magic roundabout. I'm going to have to go around the roundabout the wrong way, but legally. This will be fun. See, the big roundabout in the middle, you can actually go around the wrong way. See, we're going round the roundabout now, the wrong way. Oh, I'll try not to hit this guy. Everybody gets scared of this roundabout because it's a bit bonkers. Like 5 little roundabouts around a big roundabout in the middle, and everybody who's new to the town they just throw a bit of a wobbly whenever they see it. Here we go. I'm just going to nip in there, I think. There we go, that's good timing. So I'm going to just pull in here and we'll wait for our man or woman to arrive. Here's a familiar face. He's videoing as well.
And look who's inside.
Hello.
It's a bit hot today, isn't it?
It is a bit warm.
It is a bit. Oh.
How you doing?
Oh, finally got you. The train got stuck for 15 minutes.
Really? Well, it's well. You said it was 15:15. It's 18 minutes past now,
I know.
so that's on time in my world.
I caught the wrong train, so
no.
I ended up catching the early train, and then ended up on the way to Peyton. So I had a bit of a stress that we were going. Anyway,
you've done very well to get here on time,
yeah.
then. Oh, well
so
done.
We're going to go off to the plot, so we'll see you in a bit. There you go.
Fantastic.
Is yours going?
It is.
You just can't get away from them.
Ladies and gentlemen, my mystery guest.
You may can't get away.
Very well recognise.
Miss
Sean. How you doing, Sean?
All right.
Good to see you.
Hot.
You're a bit warm, mate. There's water there for you.
I've got my hat.
Good man. Excellent. I thought I had mine in the van, but I don't appear to have it. So,
is there a shop that we pass on the way?
We can make that possible.
Because I forgot to bring anything to eat.
Okay, that's fine. Unless, of course, I'm quite happy to rustle something up at the house. It's only 10 minutes from the allotment.
Okay then.
I just chuck some oven. You know, happy with oven chips and stuff? Yeah, we'll rattle some out. That's
fine.
No problem.
Now this hasn't been out for quite a while, as you can probably tell.
That's good. Yeah. It's probably because of all that rain we've been having.
I just can't get over how hot it. Maybe it's a good job that you haven't got the polytunnel today.
Actually, that's a good thought.
Because
yeah.
your polytunnel would have been quite hot in this weather.
Even with all the doors open.
I remember the time when you went through and you just pinged the top and all the water that fell down.
Condensation was
Yeah.
unbelievable. There's the ditch. That's the ditch.
So is
that
this actually somebody's plot?
It is somebody's plot. I think they've pretty much given up growing the stuff in the ground. They've got like a little orchardy thing here.
Right.
I can turn that around, and I think they just grow there.
Oh yeah, they've got some strawberries.
That's it. But that ditch is brilliant because wherever the water level is, it gives me an idea of what to expect on the plot. If the water level's there, I know I can probably get away with tilling the soil.
Have you ever come in, and sort of seen the ditch, and then just turned around and gone straight back out again?
Not yet, but I felt like it.
So this is the setup that Rick's got. He's got a microphone just above there, and the camera's there. And we've just turned up, so he's just going to close the gate, and then we'll go and have a look at Rick's plot.
Yeah.
I feel at this point now that we should cut to an introduction.
Yeah. Now we've got to lock the doors now because when I turned up for the first time this year, I met up with some other guys that were here, and they said they'd left the gates unlocked, and some local people, I don't know who they were, I don't even know if they were local, but apparently they just kind of wandered in and started sort of looking around and stuff. So we basically lock ourselves in now just to be on there.
It's the first time I've been down here where I've actually seen other people.
Oh yeah, we got other people here. Oh, that's Jim. Jim's here. Oh, he'll be pleased to see you because I think he watches you.
Although that does cause a problem sometimes when there's other people on the plot, because then you've got to try and put their faces out of it.
You end up nattering as well. Actually, I don't think Jim minds at all. I think I mentioned this to him before, and he said he's fine with being on camera.
It does look completely different.
It looks like a junk pile at the moment, but I'm hoping that this year.
What time's the ship coming?
yeah, it is like a shipping yard. Yeah.
So what's the task?
Well, the plan today, I mean, basically, every time I come down to the allotment, I'd at least like to move forward by 2 metres, because this is a 2 metre wide roll.
See, now I work in feet and inches.
Well, that's...
So I'm a bit old money when it comes to that.
I don't know what that is in feet. Maybe about, I don't know, 4 feet-ish. Yeah, I reckon. But yeah, it would be nice to have the covering up to here, which of course means that's got to go. Now that's good soil, so I can bag that up as that has been bagged up.
So is this what? What the new idea is? Invite 2 other YouTubers down, and then say, oh, let's just do 6 foot at a time.
Busted.
So by the time you get sort of through to Dan, you'll be all the way down the bottom.
Actually, I'm not looking forward to that because it looks like a blooming tip at the moment. But I've got to. But basically, if I do it, I'll call this series like 2 metres a day or 2 metres a week or something. But yeah, just if I deal with it at 2 metre lengths, then it's not going to be quite so bad. Like little bite-sized chunks.
There's an idea that I've just had.
What's that?
The paddling pools you could put up as a competition prize.
I guarantee if we empty that, it'll be at least it's got so many holes in it, it'll just split. You can have a go, but
right, should we move some of this?
Yeah, I just push it all that way. Right, I need to put the microphone down. Right. Otherwise, or I could just watch you. No,
I'm just thinking. Do you want me to film you during this?
Yeah, well, I'll just leave the camera there. It'll be fine. I'll go and get a shovel as well, and some bags, and then we'll go from there. thinking one of the things that the advantages of these being the size they are, they're not going to be too costly to fill up with soil, even if I have to go and buy bags of it. I'd probably, I don't know, I'm guessing 3 of those bags.
Yeah.
And then you never grow too much of anything.
No.
You know, if I want cabbages or whatever, I can grow 2 in each one or whatever.
Bed for every veg.
Yeah, well that's it, and you go with massive variety. Although I probably wouldn't do that. I'd have multiples of basic whatever I eat, because you know, although I could expand my repertoire and actually start eating stuff that I haven't eaten before or whatever.
I think they'll be very good for the carrots. Put 2 on, two together.
I agree.
It looks rather different from how I saw it last year. It looks like a shipping container place. Time's the ship coming in, Rick?
I don't know, it certainly feels like we're in a port, doesn't it?
Now, what I'm doing is, because I don't want to put gardening onto this channel, the visit here you'll be able to find on my other channel, which is the Hort Channel TV. So if you want to see what's going on here, check out there, and I'll put a link onto the video. So that's it for today.
Cup of tea?
Time for a second cup of tea. Could we've only had 2 today.
Third. 3. We've had 3.
Right. Let's back up then. We should be sponsored by a tea company.
I reckon we'd do quite well by that, wouldn't we?
We could be a bit like those chimps in the 80s. That's the problem with these tools, you've got to try and clean them up at the end.
Yeah, it's not so bad when it's dry, but because it's been so wet and this is clay, I mean, I once had like what I call the wide wheels on it. There's an extra wide tiller that you can put on it, and the whole thing was like this just big barrel of slime, and it took me about an hour just to chip all the clay out of it. This one's not too bad.
Things like this are a bit too high on the fast scale for me.
Yeah.
Invites you down, gets you to do work, cleaning up your own cups. What type of service is this?
A very efficient one by the looks of it.
Every little helps. That's it. Let's go then.
Ooh.
So, where are we off to, Scooby?
I am starving. Food?
Yeah, go on then.
Food. Sounds good to me. Right then. We're out of here, guys. Have a great rest of the day. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.
See you next time.
I'm back. Okay, this is kind of day 2 of this video. Sean's gone home now, and it turns out we didn't actually do a lot of filming while we were at the allotment. Not like last time. When he came down last year, I filmed a kind of a 45-minute special, and this time round we just pretty much sat around drinking tea and nattering, which was quite fun. I really enjoyed it, but we didn't get a lot of video done, so I'm going to go back there today. In fact, I've already been back to the allotment this morning. This is Sunday afternoon, and I'm going back for a second time today, and I'm just still basically clearing the ground and working on getting those raised collars sort of organised. So here we go. This is what we've got so far. As you can see, we made some progress, and that's the row that we did when Sean was here, and that's one I did this morning. I've managed to empty all of those 1-ton bags, and I threw all of the soil onto the ground, and then I've rotivated it over and flattened it as best as I can, and I'll probably get another 2, maybe 1.5, 2 more strips of membrane, and then I can properly think about exactly where to position these raised pallet collars. Right then, so we are just about there. I've put down as much membrane as I wanted to in order to find homes for these pallet collars. So basically the idea is now I'm going to take these pallet collars and I'm going to kind of spread them all over this particular pallet area. The area beyond is going to become kind of a fruit growing area, hopefully. I'm probably not going to get raised beds up at that end, but I'll worry about that another day. But I've got enough blank canvas now in order to house these pallet collars. And of course now comes the golden question: where do I put them? How do I arrange them? I want to get it right first time. What I don't want to do is dig them in, sort of fill them with soil and then spend the rest of time thinking I wish I'd done it this way or I wish I'd done it that way. And this is where I'm hoping you guys are going to come in and offer up your wisdoms, the benefits of your experiences. Basically, what are the things I need to take into account in order to get this right? One of the questions I have sort of in my head is, do I butt the beds up together? And if I do that, is that a good move? Because I've then got two pieces of wood or two walls that are kind of just there and don't need to be there. Somebody has already suggested that I can remove the pins and join 2 or 3 or however many I want together, which is another option. I'm not entirely sure I want to take that option because I actually quite like the beds the size they are. They're just a nice little size, really, really manageable. It's just little things like that I need to take into account. And I know by throwing an idea out there, quite often you guys will come back with something that I would have never thought of. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm not going to do anything more today, apart from perhaps I think I'll grab some more of these collars just so that I can get a rough idea of how far they're going to go. Like I say, for the majority of them, I want to have them single height. Firstly, because they're going to be a lot cheaper to fill. But secondly, because I don't think, unless I'm growing root vegetables, in which case a twin height would be fine. But for everything else, I think I'll probably get away with just a single height. And like I say, I reckon 3 bags of compost would be more than adequate to fill them. This is all the soil that I rescued from all the paddling pools, and at the moment I just basically moved it up out of the way so that I could get this lot done. I've still yet to remove the compost. That's basically what was in the old compost pile, so I need to wheelbarrow that over to the new composter, which is doing quite well at the moment. And if we have a quick look in there, you can see got lots of compost going on. I need to give that a little fork over, and before I go tonight I'm going to cover that over and put some bricks on it. Like I say, eventually I will end up making some sort of a lid for it, but that's not going to happen today. So I find myself asking the question, do I need these gaps, or can I butt these things up together and have sort of wider gaps and then have the beds in pairs? I mean, do the beds need to go this way, or could I put them that way? It's very difficult now. I've reached crunch time. This is actual decision time. Well, not today, but I'm going to go away and think about it and run this idea past you guys as well. But we're literally there now. This is decision time. This is crunch time. Do I want to turn this into a grid, a nice sort of crisscross grid? Do I want to turn it into like a maze? That would be quite cool. But then of course I wouldn't get the wheelbarrow around it unless I space them further apart. Do I group these together, or do I have them separate? I do, as I think I said earlier, I do like this actual size of bed. This is a nice manageable bed, and I think life will be very, very pleasant using beds this size, so I haven't got huge great swathes of earth from really big beds to worry about. I don't know, I just don't know. And of course I've also got those 2 raised beds there which I haven't yet utilised, and of course if I bunch up some of these I can get those down here as well. Completely forgot about those. Anyway, really looking forward to hearing your feedback on this, and just what is it I haven't thought of? I just don't know. My mind is completely blank. We're working with a completely blank canvas here. So, like I said, I'd really appreciate any feedback and input regarding how I do this, because once I decide how they're going to be, that's it. They're going to be like that probably for many years. So I want to get it right. So that's it for this little allotment video. Thanks for watching, everyone. Have a great rest of the day, whatever it is you're doing, and I will catch you in the next video. Take care.